Hello, hello. Welcome back to Keto Homestead with Jess. I know I went live a little bit earlier than my live said, but I figured I'd go live earlier instead of cutting the video or the live short. So we're going a little early. Got one in the chat. Hello, good morning to you. Hope all is well. It's freezing cold here, you guys. It's 23 degrees right now. I've got goosebumps. It's super cold. Hey, Coco. Good morning. Good to see you. She says, good morning, beautiful Jess. Minnie says, you are early, girl. Yeah. I wanted to go ahead and go a little bit early instead of cutting it off early, which I am. I'm going to end it about 8:30. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's freezing. And I've been like literally putting it off washing my hair for like a week because it's been so cold. Actually, it's probably been 2 weeks to be honest. And I was like, all right, today I have to wash my hair. Washed my hair, took my shower, and came out and seen the temperature, and I'm like, oh, it's too cold to have wet hair. And of course, because my main focus has been on getting the barn completed, getting that situated, I have slacked off on household duties. I guess I can only focus on one thing at a time. Barrett says we have to go to town today, so we won't be working in the barn until later, probably this afternoon. I really don't want to go to town, but the man says so, so that's where we're going. He needs some more 2x4s, and personally, I don't like to go to town just for one thing. Like, I'm going to get my gas work. So, while we're in town, we might as well go to the shop too, right? Driving my brother-in-law and my sister into town. He has his chemo treatment today, and my sister has to get her eyes dilated at the eye doctor. It's been a week of taking my siblings to the doctors. Wow, you're such a good sister, Manny. I think I fell asleep around 3, woke up at 6, going back to sleep after this. I know, I don't know. I think I had like way too much adrenaline and excitement last night or something. I went to bed at midnight. I stayed up to talk to Barrett a little bit after the live. And I passed out hard. I don't even remember falling asleep or anything. You guys, I woke up at 5 a.m. What the heck? I should have slept in, but my body said no and woke me up at 5. I'm going to be dragging today for sure. I think all that excitement and stuff stressed me out because I got a slight headache and my neck is all tense, my shoulders are tense. What's wrong? I don't know. I just keep telling myself, every morning I wake up, it's one day closer. One day closer to calf. But I did good. I I read my Bible. I took my shower. I did my Pilates exercises. And I'm here with you. I'm the baby. Not sure about good. Yes, you are. Hey, Rudy. Good morning. Good to see you. I forgot to close my curtains in my house. The light's coming in. Really? The light's not even close to coming up yet. Not here anyway. Maybe in like an hour. Sorry, Rudy, I haven't known you long enough to make you blue. My other brother has, oh no, a spot on his liver. Not my brother that fights with me. I got the call yesterday. They are all aching. That's horrible. Oh, sorry to hear that, Mooney. Sending prayers your way. Mooney Firefly, I have a question. Did you see that situation last night on my live? I was like a deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to do. I don't know if you've seen it or not. Don't want to really mention names or what happened, but I just wondered if you've seen it. Oh, you fell asleep. That's all right. And repeat the question. I said, did you see the situation last night that happened on the live? I said, I don't want to mention names or repeat what happened, but I just wondered if you've seen what happened. Eric must have ate some Moose Trail or Moose Track ice cream last night. The ice cream bowl here. I was listening with my eyes closed, then I fell asleep, then I woke up, and you were still on, so I said goodbye, and then went back to sleep. swear that was the first time that's ever happened. You didn't want me to yell at you. When have I ever yelled at you, Firefly, or anybody for that matter? Well, I have. Oh, I'm stern with people, but not you. But I don't typically yell. Well, I still don't know what to do about the situation. Actually, when I went to bed last night, it was like heavy on my heart, and I was thinking about it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe today we'll make a trip to get sawdust. And I can do a video on the sawdust. That would be cool, huh? Take you to the Amish sawmill. I think that would be a pretty cool video. Maybe not everybody would like it. Hey, Gemma, good morning. Good to see you. I think that people just see someone's live and then they get in there and demand get wrenched and linked. Yeah. That would be good. I love seeing things I'm not familiar with. I mean, it's not too exciting. Most of it's big slabs of pieces of wood, piles of wood, and stuff like that. But it would be nice if I could, like, actually record the Amish, but that's a no-go. But, I mean, it's so interesting. I'm good, Gemma. How are you? I'm just trying to stay warm. It's like 23 degrees here right now. It's super cold. How are you doing? You feeling better? You're starting to look much, much better, Gemma. Every day I see your face is improved. You were pretty swollen. Your eyes were red when you were in the hospital. I've noticed that it's went down quite a bit. All right. I got caught up with the main dishes. I got to do some cast irons. Oh, I got ham to do too. Barrett made himself some fish fillets last night. That's probably why I'm so freaking hungry. He threw himself some fish on and some French fries, and he threw some type of cheddar sausage on for me, and that's all I ate last night was this cheddar sausage. I'm definitely starving this morning. That's probably why. Gemma says, I'm doing so much better. Thank you. The tiredness is finally gone. I still ache everywhere, but I'm back to being my usual self. That's awesome, Gemma. So glad to hear that. Did you like that short this morning, Firefly? I seen your comment. It's so funny. Did you ever watch that show? Do you guys remember that show called Drew Carey? I think that's what it was called, wasn't it? Drew Carey. Filmed in Ohio and Cleveland, to be exact. Wake up, Farmer Jess. Rooster's crowing. I'm barely awake. Or can you tell? You know, if farro grain is keto because I love it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of that, Mooney. Firefly said 27 here. It's still 20. It went up a degree. It's 24 now. Yeah, Jim is doing all kinds of changes. Let's not see you back here again, right? We got 5 in the chat. Art says 32 there. Ugh. I just looked it up. It's not keto. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it before. So you just told me it. Where does it come from? Oh my goodness. I hope that fire's going. I worked on that fire for like 40 minutes this morning. Ooh, I'm out of avocado oil. I have to go into the pantry today. I'm gonna check the fire real quick, y'all. All right, it's finally going. Woo-hoo. It's so funny. I've been like keeping a close eye on the kitten, watching her behavior and stuff. She started eating cat food yesterday, but like all week, she'd follow Midnight out here to the kitchen and just sit beside her and watch her eat cat food. And a couple of days ago, she started eating it. I was like, oh, cute. And then this morning, I noticed the kitten came out. Midnight wanted to go potty outside. Midnight's not litter box trained. She never has been. She's like I don't know. She's like a bougie cat. She thinks she's high class or something, but she refuses to use a litter box. But she will go outside to use the potty, and she comes back in. But this morning, Midnight was sitting at the front door waiting for me to let her out, and the kitten was sitting there too. And Midnight went ahead and went out, and the kitten tried to go with her, and I'm like, no, you're too little. You can't go outside yet, because all the other cats are out there. I'm scared they're gonna like attack her or something. I don't know. They probably wouldn't. They're really good with the kittens, but just to be sure, I don't really want her out there with them yet because she's so tiny. After I shut the door and let Midnight out, this little kitten sat there and cried for like 5 minutes. She would not let up. And I'm like, your mom will be right back. Just chill out. Finally, she gave up. She went in the living room and sat in Barrett's chair and went to sleep. It's funny. Amazing me how smart animals are. It's 8 degrees Celsius here now, dropping down to 5 degrees by 7 p.m. Oh! Ark says, gotta go shopping, Jess. I thought, oh, I don't want to, Ark. I don't want. Made out of emmer. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Are you going to have to get up at 4 a.m. to milk? Heck no, I ain't getting up that early. I can tell my pellet stove is out. I'm not waking that kitten up. It just went to sleep because it was crying, Firefly. Let me check. Yeah, it's still asleep in the chair on it. I ain't waking her up. If she wakes up, though, I'll bring her out here for you to see. So yesterday when the McNess delivery guy came, I was talking to him about that because I've been reading just different. Ark, you might know, you've raised cows. I don't know if you've ever raised a bottle cow, but we were talking, and there's different opinions on this. Some people bottle feed 3 times a day, where others bottle feed 2 times a day. Well, I always just bottle fed 2 times a day because that's just what I thought you did. But when I was reading and looking up information, some people were saying that it's better to feed 3 times a day because then the calf's not starving in between those 2 feedings and less likely to get scours or scours, however you say it, diarrhea basically. So me and the McNess guy was talking about it too, and he said he agrees. Like, he would do 3 times a day feeding, but I don't know. I always did too. Ark says I always did too. See, so I don't know. We'll see. I know the sisters are only feeding twice a day. So basically what will happen, Firefly, is when I go to pick up that heifer calf, I'm going to ask the sisters what time they are bottle feeding, and I will just keep that schedule. But I guarantee the sisters ain't getting up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning heading down there to bottle feed. Seven. They might be doing 10-hour apart feeding. I don't know. But when I went down there to meet the calf, it was about 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock when I bottle fed it. So they might be doing 10 hours. I don't know. my goodness, you caught that firefly? I forgot. She says, hold on, there's more kittens since my kit. Midnight went out and was a little hussy again. She had one more kitten. I don't know how she carried one kitten, but she had another pregnancy, and there was only one kitten out of that pregnancy. So yes, she had another kitten. And it's really dainty and tiny. It's a cute one. Barrett named it Blackie. And this kitten is definitely Barrett's kitten. This kitten loves Barrett. This kitten doesn't want nothing to do with me, which makes me mad. But whatever. She don't like me petting her, playing with her, nothing. She wants Barrett, and that is it. That's the final say. So yeah. Firefly, get down here and get these kittens, please. You can't have Barretts, but you can have the other ones. You can have Fuzzbutt. You can have Tiger and Tigger. No, they're all doing really good too. I shouldn't say that. They're really good cats. And they do a really, really good job at keeping the mice out of here. I'm hoping before spring of 2024, I will miss that dang spatula. Anyways, before spring, I'm hoping to get Midnight fixed and this issue will subside. She's getting old. We've had Midnight, I don't even know how old she is, but she's getting older. She don't need to be having no more. What everybody got to do? Go to sleep? Y'all quit chatting in the chat to me. I'm going to grab a hair tie. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, you guys, the space heater. I have the space heater plugged in the bathroom. It's probably like 80 degrees in there. It feels so nice. I just want to sit in there and stay warm. You want to go sit in the bathroom with me? No, I'm just joking. Barrett would be pissed. He'd be like, what are you doing? Taking him into the bathroom with you. Midnight, Mooney. Getting Midnight fixed. Gotta get her fixed up soon. She don't have no more. That's what it is. Barrett's out of pop. He's probably going through like withdrawals of pop. He done went burnt through all my Zevia. So now he needs his pop fix. But that's what's going on. We have vouchers that they give out for people to get their animals fixed for free. I wish we had something like that. I called around for quite a while there, not too long ago, and we don't have anything like that. They have like I don't know what you call it, a bed on wheels or something like that. I don't know. It's a mobile that you can take your cats to and get fixed and stuff, but they still charge $50 per cat. Or actually, it was like 50 for the female. Or no, 70. Was it 50? Yeah, it was 50 for the female, and then I can't remember what the male was. One of the programs is called Fix Them All. Got Murph from the shelter. He was from a horde of 105 cats. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. You don't have a humane society or animal control. Yeah, like the pound would be animal control. And they're the ones that I believe that set up the mobile thing. And the Humane Society, the Humane Society costs more than the dog pound. Or the animal shelter, or whatever you want to call it. Animal control. But yeah, Humane Society went like way higher. I know that Humane Society adoption fees there are just outrageous too. I've heard from several people that have adopted or tried to adopt from there. I'm like, there's so many animals that need homes out there. Like, why you didn't charge an arm and a leg for that? You know, when I was younger and I got into a lot of trouble, here's a story for you. I was a little hooligan, and I was ordered to do volunteer work at the humane, or not the humane, but the dog pound, the animal control, whatever. And I got to work there quite a while. And actually, it was pretty fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. Thankfully, I was never really, like, I like cats. Don't get me wrong. I don't have an issue with cats, but I favor dogs. I like dogs a lot better. And thankfully, when I did have to work there, I got to work with all the dogs. And somebody else was working with the cats. So I didn't want to clean out all those litter boxes. I'm like, ew. Oh, I tried to look at that picture or whatever you sent, and it says it's not available anymore. Let's see. All right, Moody Firefly, I just sent you a text. Oh, cold. Toes are numb. Why is it doing that? It says media is no longer available every time I try to click it. That's annoying. get back to my live chat. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you. What'd you say, Art? I was just getting ready to read that, and it said, message gone. I will probably have Stormy spayed in 2024. She will be 3 years old. They like them. Wait until they're 2 or 3 before spading on the large breeds. Yeah. That might be some news to come too here soon. I think Brutus got a hold of Rebel. He is so smart, you guys. So, like, you've seen in the chicken lot where I have Brutus and Rebel separated, and there's that screen door in between them. And I have like it's like a fence hook. Like it's like I don't know how you describe it, but it's a piece of metal that you put on a T-post, and it hooks the fence to the T-post, and it holds it there. So I have one of those hooked to the screen door. I have it looped around, and then I can hook it to the fence and keep that door closed to separate them. I don't know how in the world he did it, but he figured out how to open that door. He got it unhooked, and I don't know how long he was in her pen, but when I went out to feed animals one morning, I think it was last week, went out there, and he was in there playing with her, and I'm like, oh my Lanza. She'll be 2 this year, so she's just a few months too soon, but I'm just like, oh, I didn't want. So if he got her, she could be having puppies in February, the end of January, early February. And I'm like, no, I don't want puppies in the cold month. Oh. So it is what it is. He's just so smart. And he's the same way. He figures out how to open my chicken doors. I'm like, how? How do you do that? Yeah. Mooney says you can sell them for over 5 to 7 with no papers.
It's Wednesday, December 13th. The time is 7:20 a.m. Currently, it's 24 degrees and feels like 19, with mostly clear skies. You can expect partly cloudy skies later this morning. Today's high will be 41 degrees at 3 p.m. and feel like 38. The low was 24. You can improve your Big Sky report by designing your own forecast. Include information about the air quality, rain totals, wind speed, or how much daylight you'll see. Even include a brief summary of tomorrow's weather. Try it for free and cancel anytime. Would you like a bit more information?
No.
Okay, there's still a lot more to Big Sky, even without premium. Open the Alexa app and link your Big Sky account to find out more. For the best experience, say Alexa, ask Big Sky about Premium Edition.
Anyway, what I would like to do, Mooney, is keep the pups for a little bit longer as well, and train them on the chickens and the cows, and then I can sell them for a higher price too because they're already basically pre-trained. Oh wow, that's crazy, Firefly. She sent me the article on Murphy's pet boarding owner. But the plan is, which I haven't told you all yet, which I'm excited about. Once we get the barn finished and we got the calf in there, I am going to actually put Rebel in there so Rebel can get used to the calf, and hopefully she'll be bonded with it, and she'll be the calf's protector. So we'll see how that goes. So training with her will start in hopefully less than a week. But we shall see how she does. And then Brutus's, or where Rebel is now, that lot that Rebel's in, I'll just open that up, and then Brutus can have the whole bull area. He'll have the chicken lot and then that pen as well, so he can run back and forth. Brutus likes to be, I don't know, center of attention, I guess. I don't know. He gets, like, if I put him in, like, a back lot, like where Rebel is now, he gets, like, super depressed. He doesn't like feeling like he's isolated. So I gotta be careful what I do with Brutus so he doesn't become depressed or anything. And of course, I'm going to keep at least one pup for myself. Hopefully we'll get to work on the barn today. I cross my fingers we will. But we gotta go to GFS and get bacon, because I'm about out of bacon. So that means for me, I usually get a 50-pound box of bacon. So I'll have to break that box down and separate and vacuum seal all that. So hopefully it won't take too long. But then we'll have to come home, put groceries away, and do all that fun jazz, you know. Come on, get off of there. That's how cold it is. My water already turned cold. That's crazy. So, when I was checking my notifications this morning when I woke up, I had come across a video on TikTok. I was uploading my TikTok video, my short. Gotta bring home the bacon, right? I seen a video and I was kind of shocked. So you know how like people make these homemade tumblers, the cups and stuff like that? This lady, I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but this lady, she's a Luke Combs fan, and she was making tumblers after she had went to a Luke Combs concert. She got an idea and she started making tumblers with his name and photo, whatever. And she ended up getting copyrighted on it. She had just got out of the hospital. I can't remember what they said she was in the hospital, but it was a pretty stressful situation, a big deal she was in the hospital for. She gets home and she has basically an email, a letter saying that she's being sued for $250,000 that she has to pay to Luke Combs for copyright infringement. I'm like, oh my Lanta. And it's getting pretty big hype. Everybody's talking about it. And she did an interview with a news reporter, and that was what the TikTok video was about. She was giving an interview, and the news lady asked her, like, how much did you make off these tumbler cups? And she said $380. So she didn't even make that much off the tumblers, you guys. And, you know, she's low income. She don't have a lot of money. She's just trying to make ends meet. I don't know if she's low income or not, but she's just trying to make ends meet. She can't pay her bills and stuff, and she was trying to make an income, and she gets slapped with a $250,000 lawsuit. I'm like, my Lanta, that's insane. So that was the top news I seen on TikTok this morning. And of course, you know, everybody has an opinion. Some agree, they think she shouldn't have done that, and others are mad at Luke Combs, saying that's ridiculous, that he's got plenty of money. He shouldn't be trying to sue this woman. No. There was something else I was going to tell y'all too, and I can't remember now. Something else I saw. Can't think of it. It's super crispy outside. Everything's got that frost, that hard white frost on it. It looks so cold out there. Me and Barrett watched a movie the other night. What was that movie? Leave the World Behind. Everybody's talking about Leave the World Behind. It's a end of the world type of movie. It just came out this year, and they put it on the new the Netflix releases, the new releases and stuff. We watched it. Everybody was talking about it, giving it all this hype and stuff, and all these A-list actors played in it. Julia Roberts played in it. Kevin Bacon. I was disappointed. I didn't think it was that good. Honestly, I thought it was a horrible movie, and I felt like the acting was horrible. Julia Roberts, like, we've seen many movies from Julia Roberts. We know her potential, and her acting just sucked in this one. That's just my opinion. Mooney says the robins have arrived, hundreds of them. I'll let you know when they start heading back. Then you know winter is coming to an end. That's pretty cool though. But yeah, that movie was not all everybody's talking about. Wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be at all. I was like sitting on the edge of my seat, you know, waiting and waiting. Like my anxiety was flared up because I thought like some big mass, horrible, bad stuff was going to happen. Don't get me wrong, bad stuff happened in the movie. It wasn't all nice and whatever, but it wasn't like what I thought it would be at all. Wait for my pan to heat up here. My son said it was not good, and they are putting the crap right in front of us. Ooh, I'm trying to read this. Telling us exactly what they're going to do. I agree with that statement, but they could have done such a better job on that movie. They could have taken that in so many different angles. It just could have been way better. Like, I was super disappointed in it. And honestly, I was kind of upset I wasted my time watching it. But I guess for people that don't know what's going on and their eyes aren't open, I don't know. I guess it could have been a good movie for them. But still, even if they did think it was a good movie, I think the acting in it was crap. And I think I know I told you all before. I don't know if it was all in the chat. I can't stand Kevin Bacon, but whatever. His acting in this one was bad too. Everybody's acting was. Who was that other guy? I can't think of the other guy that played it. His acting was even horrible. Can't think of his name. Ethan Hawke. That's who it was. And Ethan Hawke's usually a pretty good actor too. Why do you think everybody is watching TikTok and YouTube? Because the acting and the scripts are awful and people are sick of it. Yeah, I agree. I just did the coconut oil, Jess. Good job, Firefly. Did it give you instant relief? Usually it gives me instant relief. I'm glad you remembered to do it. Yep, Ethan Hawke. Thank you, Moody. And then, like, the reason I found out about the movie was because everybody on YouTube and TikTok was talking about it, blowing it out of proportion, and hyping it up and everything. So I was like, all right, I'll go watch it. Just to be embarrassed to watch it and stuff. Like I said, it was just horrible. I would rather spent my time watching and learning about Dexter Towns than sit there and watch that. That's just my opinion. And like honestly, to tell you, if like I don't do this, I don't go to like the movies. But if I was a paying customer and went to the movies to see that, I would have been really upset. I would have been livid that I paid money to see that. Honestly, I would have been wanting my money back. Oh, and that's another thing. Like they were saying that actually Obama and Michelle were like behind this movie. Like they helped produce it and they were involved in it and everything. And I'm like, what? I think that's kind of strange. I think that's really odd. And they're like, there was like an interview or something, and there some guy, the director, I think it was the director that was speaking. He was like, yeah, the Obamas are really into movies and da 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 da, and they're huge movie addicts or whatever. I'm like, what? I'm like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Yeah, I think movies and TV are completely fizzling out. I think there's going to be a time where there's like no movies or anything anymore. It's going to just be all mainstream media, your TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and everybody's always trying to like come up with another platform other than YouTube and Facebook. You know, I'm sure somebody will do it eventually. They'll get it right. We got 5 in the chat and 8 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, we got 10 thumbs up now. Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, that movie is causing a lot of hype. I have no desire to see it. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't what it was meant to. I don't know. It wasn't what I thought it was. Ethan used to live near me when he was with Uma. Really? I didn't know he was with Uma. But I can care less. I don't keep up with the Hollywood relationships or any other crap. I can care less what they're doing in their lives. I never turned my pan off. Oops. It's 56 downstairs. Wow. Firefly said he did it really well. It's a little different for you, Firefly, because you work with a lot of famous people too. So you're like around those people. I guess I might be a little bit nosier if I was around Broadway and working with people, you know. You got bacon sizzling. There's what it said near, not ear, rare, but then the not then comes through on something. Don't you just love autocorrect? Hey, Wild, good to see you. Sorry I'm late. I was checking out Mooney's favorite Santa. Oh, that's fine. No worries. Thanks for coming in. Bacon with cream cheese on bagel. Yum. I found another recipe for pancakes the other day, for keto pancakes. And I tried it, and oh my goodness, you guys, these pancakes turned out, they were like the best pancakes I've made keto style yet. It's like my new fave recipe. They were nice and fluffy. They tasted like a normal pancake. It was so good. Ah! Gosh, I hate when bacon pops. It hurts. And I already got hair in it. Gross. Disgusting. Don't get me wrong. I love my thick, long hair, but it's so annoying. And everything. It's everywhere. Alright, everything's shut off except for the oven. I'm keeping that on to stay warm. Wild's been cooking up a storm over in her house, making all kinds of soups, making me hungry. I thought you had ended, but chat was still going. I thought, well, weird. Nope, I'm still here. Oh, it was weird. It started at the beginning but now I'm current. Weird. Never had to do that. That is weird. Oh, the Santa and chaps. Yeah, that was funny. It had you distracted, huh? While they're getting hot and bothered by Santa. You need a screen. Well, it doesn't help. The screen won't help when I'm trying to take the bacon out of the pan. It's still popping at me. I like beards. That's new. Yeah, I like beards too. And honestly, I don't think I'd ever recognize Barrett without a goatee, mustache, and a beard. Well, he doesn't. I like facial hair no matter what, but every once in a while he'll try to grow out his beard. He could do it, but it drives him nuts. But the goatee, if he shaved that off, I probably wouldn't even recognize him, seriously. And it would be weird. I don't ever want to see that. He better never walk out in front of me with his face shaved. If a guy shaves, I thumb them down for that video. The only reason I use the thumbs down. That's funny. Except for Howie, I can't give him a thumbs down. Man, when they shave and it starts growing back a little bit, that is rough. It hurts. Like Bear will come up to me and he'll like rub his cheek up against my cheek and it's like freaking carpet burn or something. Like it's horrible. Pretty sunrise, yeah. The sun is finally starting to come up here. Pickle tickler. Uh-uh. Ain't like pickle tickler. It's like a dang singing paper rubbing across you. I agree. Whiskers burn. Ouch. Papa did that to me all the time. Yeah, of course. Barrett's been leaving his goatee and he's trying to grow it out long, and it's so funny because I was sitting on the couch last night and he was watching TV and I was just observing him, and he's sitting there the whole time, petting himself. He's like, I'm gonna have to shave this thing off. I'm like, no, you're not. I was like, let it grow. He said he's gonna let his hair and his goatee grow out until spring to see how long he can get it. And it has been like 3 weeks and he's already getting annoyed with it. I'm like, leave it alone. It was like so weird too because my dad, ever since I can remember, my dad's had long hair. His hair has been down to his butt. He's just had long, beautiful hair. When he moved to Tennessee, he cut it off. It was super short, you guys. Completely cut his hair off. And I'm like, what did you do? It was so weird. I can't get a good video or pic of that calf yet. She keeps hiding it, but I'm watching her right now out the window, but I don't see the calf yet. Oh, I would be like out in the bush catching that calf, moving it out. You ain't hiding this calf from me. Has the farmer decided to take the calf? Like, what's he plan on doing with her? Laugh out loud. I shaved Caveman's head if I let his hair grow. He looks like Wolverine. Hey, Dragon, good morning. I messaged you last night, but you never seen the messages. It was funny because the other morning when it was like really, really cold out, we went and working in the barn and everything, and Barrett had his toboggan and his hoodie on to keep him warm, and we came in for lunch and to take a break, and he pulls off his hat, pulls off his hoodie, and we're sitting here eating, and I just glanced over and I looked up at him, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with your hair? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It was so funny. It was like sticking up everywhere, but at the same time, it was like parted on the side, but it was like all crazy. And I took a picture of it. I deleted it now, but I took a picture of it so he could see it. And he was like, what the heck? I was like, I know, right? He's like, fix it. And I'm like, no, you fix it. So he's like patting his hair down. And then you guys remember Dumber and Dumber? Jim Carrey, how he had his hair flat and his bangs were like straight across. But he flattened his hair out. That's what he looked like. I was laughing so hard. I took another picture. He's like, what in the world's going on with my hair? He's like, I'm shaving it all off. I said, no, you're not. Leave it alone. Jess, did you get any sleep? Not much, Dragon. I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Caveman checked the calf out. She was okay, but did get to the spot quick. She's friendly, but most of the cows here are more wild, not handled. See, now that scares me. I don't like to be around wild cows. That's why I said I'd go grab her and be taming her butt down. But there's some cows, whatever, you cannot tame. They're just psycho wild, like Bright Eyes we had. I tried with that cow. There was no helping her. She's just psycho. I mean, you just walk up to her and she'd start kicking. Like, what is wrong with you? Be right back. I can see the cat. Laugh out loud. Welcome back, Moody. Did you get any sleep, Dragon? Wild. I don't know. First thing I always look at are lips. I don't know what it is about. It has to be the bottom lip too. I have a thing for bottom lips. It's weird. Dragon said nope. Laugh out loud. Oh yeah, I was supposed to. I'll go get the kit in just a second, Firefly. I don't know if you'll be able to see her because she's black as night. Up 25 degrees, so figured maybe with the sun coming up, it'd go up a degree, but no. I know all the ladies are hoping this would come down the chimney at Christmas. I'll be pooping you. Oh, no. Not me, dragon. No, I'm not like a muscular type. I'm not a, I don't know, I'm not attracted to that. I need a little cushion. I know, I'm sorry. Maybe you'll be able to see her since I have a white shirt on. Can you show your face? There you go. She looks just like Midnight. She has the same markings, everything. I know. You're mad at me now. I'll push it back. Hold on. Told y'all, she don't like me. She's definitely very upset. I'll get another piece of wood in the fire. Mooney says, Dragon, I've been good all year. That's hilarious. I was telling everybody earlier, Dragon, before you come in, that I think I had too much emotion last night. I was so excited and had so much adrenaline. I woke up this morning with my neck all stiff and tense, and my shoulders, and slight headache. I'm like, what the heck? Wild, what color is the calf? I think you might have told me already and I forgot. What color is that calf? Could you hold off food shopping until later? No. Barrett won't let me. I try to convince him. He has to, the reason, Firefly, is we have to go into town to get, we gotta go to a construction site and try to get some more 2x4s. And if we're driving all the way to town for that, we might as well just grocery shop while we're there. Ooh. Wild says, I got a good video. Awesome. Good morning, Harvest Mary Moon. Good to see you. Wait, I thought you had one of those new fangled body pillows. I can't talk. Body pillows. I think the model is called the Barrett. Yep. Get him up. Yeah, right. Firefly, he has been a grump bud again. He was doing really good there for a minute. He actually was getting up on his own early in the morning and stuff. And then one night he decided he was going to play his war game, and he stayed up all night. And ever since, he has been a grump bud. He laid down for a nap yesterday. I think it was like 3:30. He laid down for a nap. And he's like, wake me up in an hour. I'm like, yeah, right. He's not, he is the type of person that can't nap in the afternoon. If he naps in the afternoon, he wants to sleep like 5 hours, and trying to wake him up is just insane. So I let him sleep for an hour. I try to wake him up. It took me until 5 o'clock to get him up. He finally got up, but he was pissed. You never let me sleep. He threw the blankets and everything. He was so mad. The mini cow was lame, but she got up. And tell him we ain't doing food shopping. He don't care. I ain't picking a fight this early. I gotta deal with him all day, Firefly. Oh, that's so sad, Judy. Poor Lloyd. Oh, so what you're telling us is that Barrett has a new nickname, Grumpiest Old Man. He sure is. He's always been that. When it comes to sleep. He's fine most of the time, any other time, but you disturb his sleep. Man, he throws a temper tantrum. Don't tell him I told you that, but he does. He throws a huge temper tantrum. I used to be that way when I was like a teenager, but usually because I was out partying all night, and then people would try to wake me up the next morning, and I'd be grumpy and stuff. But shoot, when I wake up now, my feet hit the floor, I'm ready to go, I'm happy, I'm excited about the day. You don't get that. I remember when I was living in Vegas, I was staying with my sister's brothers, my half sister's brothers, and I went to a party. I was out all night. I think I came back at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I passed out. These jerks, they had these little plastic water guns, and they knew that I was a grump butt if they tried to wake me up in the mornings. Well, they were trying to wake me up, and instead of getting close to me, they took these squirt guns. They were shooting me in the forehead. I come unglued. I was so bad. Mooney says I can't nap at all. Really, Mooney? Why? I have to get a nap in. Now I'm opposite. Like I can get grumpy if I don't get enough sleep, or like if we're working in the barn, like I can only do so much, and then I start hurting really bad. I have to lay down for at least an hour and do like an hour nap and let my back like reset and rest and stuff like that. But if I don't get that hour, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is, but if I don't lay down for at least an hour sometime during the day, I'll be cranky. You have to be super tired. Really sorry you got that bad news about Lloyd. Sucks that he won't be with you as long as you thought he would be. Yeah, that's so horrible. I know, he doesn't even look that old. Like, honestly, I was looking at him again, the video that you had just posted about the news and stuff, and I was looking over his body again, and he just doesn't seem that he's that old. He looks really good for his age. The calf is a boy. That's good. Why is that good, Wild? Curious. Why is that good news? I'm talking about Lloyd, not there. I'm just clarifying. Dragon, whatever. About 2 o'clock, it hits me. Laugh out loud. I gotta get 30 minutes in if I can to nap. Same way, Harvest. I have my own little routine going though. Like I'm usually up by 5. If not 5, it's 6. I'm up. I wake up, I do my Bible study, I do my Pilates, I get my shower, and then I tinker around and do whatever dishes, pick up the kitchen or the living room or whatever I'm doing that day. I'll edit a couple videos, I'll do my master gardening study, I'll do my Duolingo, and then by that time, it's time to feed the animals, so I go out and do all that, and then I come in and I do another set of Pilates, I do another Bible reading, and then I nap. So usually my nap is in between anywhere from 12 to 1. But if we're doing a busy day, like doing the barn or something like that, it's usually not until 2 or 3 that I get to lay down. Steers usually get the most money, and we had mostly heifers this year. Oh, really? We're backwards here then, Wild. Heifers usually bring the most around here. I just put regular pellets on top to trick him. Yeah, I'm using my planner. Like every day, I'm staying really consistent with it, Firefly. I think I slipped up in November. November was just all around a bad month for us. And so November, I didn't do much with. But October and December, I've been like super consistent, especially with like the YouTube schedule. I've done really good with the YouTube schedule. I'm proud of myself. This is the first time I've ever had my YouTube schedule completely filled and ready to go. So that's cool. Hopefully I can stick with it and stay with it. It's so hard to keep a routine, guys. It really is. Or at least for me. I was thinking about that this morning. Like, I'm a person that like really likes routine and I don't really like change. But then again, I get bored with routine and I just want to do whatever I want. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lay around or whatever. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. That's the way I am. It depends on the breed and the sex of the cow, Artist. And it depends on what type of cow it is. Like if it's a milk cow or a meat cow. I know Angus are really high right now. Angus are like through the roof, but that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants Angus, especially like commercial buyers, like Kroger, like the auctions and stuff. When you go, at least around here, when you go to auctions, like the Amish auctions, you'll see like big wigs there from Kroger or Walmart or whatever, and they're buying up all the Angus. Now I know jerseys went sky high too. I follow a lot of local cow groups, and the jerseys have skyrocketed. You can't get a jersey right now that I have seen anyway under $1,500, which is just insane. When I used to buy calves all the time and I'd bottle feed them, I was paying $50 a piece for bottle calves. And then when I looked into bottle calves this year, just Usually bottle calves are bull calves, and you can turn them into steer calves. So they were going for $50, and now even those are like anywhere from 175 to 200 now. And I'm just like, what in the world? Wild says baby cows went from $20 to $100 to like $500 starting cost now. Yeah, they're skyrocketing everywhere. I didn't know, but I want one. If you can find a dairy farm, a milk farm or something like that, that's what I would do, is find a dairy farm. And usually they just want to get rid of the bulls. Like I said, you can turn them into steers. They just want to get rid of the bulls because there's so many of them that get born. It's just a hassle for them. But even they have went skyrocket. The last time I called the dairy that I go through, he wanted $200 per calf, and I'm like, no, because a lot of the times those calves aren't guaranteed colostrum. I'm not paying no $200 for a calf that might not make it, unless you can guarantee me it's had colostrum. I'm not buying it, not for that price. Are you serious, Minnie? Lyle says if it's a pregnant cow, yeah, she could be more, but steers usually get the biggest per single cow. Lyle says milk cow calves, they were practically free. They want the milk, not the calf, but now those calves are hundreds. The lady was going to put the weight on him and sell him as a rodeo horse. Can't you imagine? It is like someone saying to me, lose some weight and you can do ballet again. Horses have went up here too big time, but our market on horses is sketchy here in Canada, but that's changing. That's why they are higher priced. That's what I want to know. Did she actually know the age? Do you think she like for real like fidgeted those papers? If you did, you could probably file fraud charges against her. That's what I said. I'll be filing something against her sooner or something. I don't know. That's just ridiculous. Hey, Jessica, it's Dumpster Girl. Good to see you. Mega shout out to Jess's Dumpster Girl. She shared me out. Thank you so much. Sharing is caring. Yeah, go to the dairy or look in your local ads. You will find one. You know, we used to get like at our local Tractor Supply too. We used to get like the farm newspaper. There was like two of them. I think it was called World Farm. Was one of them. And I can't remember the other name. But they were like classifieds in there that you could look at all like farm equipment, animals for sale, and all kinds of stuff. They quit. They don't even print them anymore around here. And I'm like, why? Like, I would buy one of those once every. The paper only came out like once every 2 months, I think. So I'd buy one once a month. I would get both papers, but I'd buy them once a month or once every 2 months. And I think it was last month I went in there to get the newspaper, and they're like, no, we quit selling that. They don't print it anymore. And I'm like, what? I guess everybody's going to digital. I love looking through classifieds, though. That was like one of my favorite things when I was a kid. I'd always get the classifieds and look at all the horses for sale, circle the ones I'd love to have. I grew up doing the same thing. And now they don't have it. I'm like, what in the world? I look on Kaiji. US, it would be Craigslist. Okay. Yeah, I like Craigslist too. But I like to just have that physical paper so I can thumb through it and look too. I think the medical records in dental are false. She is a scammer. I'm not sure what to do. On Facebook 3 months ago, she was being called out, almost killed a horse, lied to someone. Oh. I found out cows can swim. Didn't know if there are some wild here. And in a hurricane, they swarm from mainland to the barrier islands off here. North Carolina and the Coast Guard flew them back hanging off chopper. Yeah, I knew they could swim, but that's crazy that they flew them back hanging from the chopper. I bet that was awesome to see. That's not something you see every day for sure. What did we see? Oh, we seen when we went out to get the rabbits. I wish I would have got that on film, but I didn't. But there was 2 helicopters that were going in that direction, and you know how they like cut the trees off the power lines? They had this big, huge saw hanging. I mean, it was hanging pretty dang low from that helicopter, but that saw was a massive, and it flew right over us. And I'm like, please God, don't let that thing fall from the sky. It was kind of creepy. I could probably have Chelsea write a letter from the law office. She's pretty scary, but then what she takes him back and resells. What if she takes him back and resells him? You can't. No, she can't do that, Mooney. She can't do that. I would have Chelsea write the letter for real, but she can't take the horse back. But she may have to make it right with you. They can do calculations to see what a 28, 30-year-old horse is worth, and at least give you back the difference. If not more, because that's a lot to take on. They can't force you to give the horse back. There's no way they can do that, especially in a lawsuit. But somebody needs to stop her if this is like a behavior that she continues to do and get away with, and she's scamming people. Then somebody needs to stop her, Mooney. It's not fair to the animals, and it's sure not fair to the adopters that are paying that kind of money. Like, not everybody just has money to throw around for somebody to be lying. It's not cool. Lyle says free to 1,000 for broken or old horses in Canada. He should be free or 500, not what I paid. That's what I'm saying, Minnie. Like, I would definitely get Chelsea to write a letter. You and Chelsea need to sit down and talk about it and go over the details, what you want. She'll know. If I don't get a chance to see y'all, Merry Christmas. Love y'all. Be safe out there. All right, Harvest Merry Moon. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I hope you have a lovely Christmas. Yep, I agree, Firefly. Dragon says, you paid for him, he is yours. But what a district attorney, DA, or local prosecutor could do is close her operation and get you a partial repayment and have her cover the medical costs. Yes. She runs a puppy mill too. Yeah, I would do something about her Mooney, or at least try. Even half of that Mooney, you could have gotten a baby for that. I agree. All right, Jessica, thank you so much for hanging out. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. So it feels so weird saying Jessica. It's unnatural. Dragon says, no, that's Firefly. She says, shut her down. Well, I don't know about that. There's a lot of Christians out there that claim to be Christians, but sure don't act it. And it's sad to say because a lot of them are very crooked. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Don't take this the wrong way. I have my mishaps and my faults and my sins and stuff like that. But I don't try to go out and deceive people on purpose. All right. So we need some avocado oil. I got bacon down. We already went meat shopping. We did that the other day. So we're not getting any meat. We need some. I need some ZBS and better to drink on one. We need cheese. I need yogurt. I need some almond milk. And Barrett will want some milk. I really am not into this. I need some almond flour. Says hugs. I think if she is Christian, when she gets to the pearly gates, St. Peter is going to tell her to step in the express elevator because she's in the wrong place. Confrontation is hard for me. I don't like confrontation either, but she totally took advantage of you, Mooney. And that ain't right. I don't mind Christians, but don't be a friendly one. Exactly. Oh, we need lettuce, spinach, kale. I can tell Romeo is older too, but late teenage, maybe close to 20, but he knows so much. It's kind of perfect for me. I know nothing. How's the smoking going? Not good, Firefly. The worst part about it is she makes her 15 to 16-year-old daughter do all the sales and deliveries and talking to the customer. That's horrible. How old's her daughter? I'm curious because I guess legally ramification, like, is she gonna blame this stuff on her daughter? Like, that's not cool. I'm walking down the grocery aisles in my head trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. She was 15 last year. Nope, I think I have everything on hand for the ice cream ingredients. You know, that's crazy too. Like, they're changing the stuff on the food stamps as well. Like, the ice cream salt that you get at the store to make ice cream. Like, I'm not worried about it. I have plenty of it. I stocked up on it. But the ice cream salt now, they won't cover that on food stamps. You have to pay that in cash now. I thought that was pretty crazy. So Mooney just have Firefly to pretend to be you, and have Firefly handle it. Kind of really wants the strawberry ice cream. Barrett promised he's gonna be putting out a video for me soon. I should probably get some strawberries if they're not insane. The last time I went to price strawberries, they were $5 a carton. I was like, yeah, no, we'll skip those. I'll be right back, you guys. Toss amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back.